As the NFL world slowly turns its attention toward the future, early projections for the 2026 NFL Draft are already sparking debate, excitement, and intrigue across the league. At the center of the conversation stands one name that continues to rise above the rest: Fernando Mendoza. Once viewed as a promising prospect with raw tools, Mendoza has now surged to the very top of the latest first-round mock draft projections, positioning himself as the potential #1 overall pick. This early mock draft reflects not only Mendoza's remarkable on-field performances but also the shifting priorities of NFL franchises searching for their next cornerstone player. While mock drafts 2 years in advance are far from definitive, they offer a fascinating glimpse into how scouts, executives, and analysts are currently viewing the next generation of NFL talent. What follows is an in-depth breakdown of the 2026 NFL mock draft landscape, led by Mendoza's meteoric rise, the teams expected to be in contention for top picks, and the elite prospects shaping what could become one of the most compelling draft classes in recent memory. Fernando Mendoza, from prospect to projected #1 pick. Fernando Mendoza's journey to the top of the 2026 NFL Draft Board has been anything but ordinary. Known for his calm presence under pressure, elite decision-making, and rare athletic versatility, Mendoza has transformed himself into the prototype modern NFL quarterback. Standing tall with a strong frame and impressive arm strength, Mendoza combines traditional pocket passing fundamentals with the mobility demanded by today's offenses. His ability to extend plays, read defenses on the move, and deliver accurate throws at all levels of the field has caught the attention of scouts league-wide. What truly separates Mendoza from other quarterback prospects is his football IQ. Coaches and evaluators consistently praise his command of the offense, pre-snap adjustments, and situational awareness. Whether facing third and long or orchestrating a late-game drive, Mendoza displays a level of poise rarely seen in young quarterbacks. Analysts note that Mendoza's leadership qualities may be his most valuable trait. Teammates gravitate toward him, and coaching staffs trust him to manage games intelligently. These intangible factors often play a decisive role in determining which quarterback rises to the top of the draft board. Why quarterbacks continue to dominate the top of the draft? It comes as no surprise that Mendoza leads the 2026 mock draft. Quarterbacks remain the most valuable asset in professional football, and teams without a franchise signal caller are often willing to mortgage their future to secure one. In recent years, the NFL has seen a dramatic increase in quarterback-centric offenses. Teams prioritize players who can not only throw from the pocket but also create outside structure. Mendoza fits this mold perfectly, making him an ideal candidate for teams seeking long-term stability at the game's most important position. Historically, quarterbacks projected as top picks often face intense scrutiny. Yet Mendoza's steady improvement and consistent production have helped him avoid the swings in public perception that derail many elite prospects. Projected #2 pick, a defensive game changer. Following Mendoza in the latest mock draft is an elite defensive prospect widely viewed as a franchise-altering talent. While quarterbacks grab headlines, dominant defenders remain crucial to championship aspirations. This projected #2 pick is a versatile edge rusher capable of disrupting offenses in multiple ways. With explosive first-step quickness, refined pass rush moves, and the ability to drop into coverage, he embodies the modern hybrid defender. NFL teams covet defenders who can pressure quarterbacks without sacrificing coverage integrity. This prospect's ability to impact the game on every down makes him a top-tier selection and a potential defensive cornerstone for years to come. Top 5 overview. Balance of offense and defense. The top 5 picks in the 2026 mock draft reflect the league's ongoing pursuit of balance. While quarterbacks and pass rushers dominate the conversation, offensive linemen, wide receivers, and cornerbacks are also well represented. Pick number 1. Fernando Mendoza, QB. Pick number 2. Elite edge rusher. Pick number 3. Offensive tackle with franchise left tackle potential. Pick number 4. Explosive wide receiver with elite speed. Pick number 5. Shutdown cornerback capable of neutralizing top receivers. This diversity underscores how teams are building rosters with versatility and adaptability in mind. No single position dominates entirely, but premium roles remain highly valued. Offensive line prospects gain momentum. One notable trend in the 2026 mock draft is the rising stock of offensive linemen. With defensive schemes becoming more complex and pass rushers faster than ever, teams are investing heavily in protecting their quarterbacks. The top offensive tackle in this class is praised for his footwork, strength, and ability to handle elite edge rushers in isolation. Scouts believe he could step into a starting role immediately, making him an attractive option for teams rebuilding their offensive front. Interior linemen are also generating buzz, particularly those with positional flexibility. Guards who can slide to center or tackle offer valuable roster versatility, increasing their draft value significantly. Wide receivers. Speed, precision, and versatility. The wide receiver class in the 2026 draft is shaping up to be one of the deepest in recent memory. While no single receiver challenges Mendoza for the top spot, several are projected to come off the board early in the first round. Teams are prioritizing receivers who can line up across multiple positions, create separation quickly, and contribute after the catch. Slot receivers with strong route running skills and outside threats with vertical speed are equally coveted. This evolution reflects the NFL's emphasis on spacing and timing-based passing attacks. Receivers who can exploit mismatches and thrive in motion-heavy schemes are especially valuable. Defensive backs. The rise of the modern corner. As passing offenses continue to evolve, so too does the role of the defensive back. The 2026 mock draft features several cornerbacks with the size, speed, and instincts to match up against today's elite receivers. The top cornerback prospect is described as a true shutdown defender, capable of playing man coverage at an elite level. His ball skills, anticipation, and physicality make him a potential immediate impact player. Safeties with hybrid linebacker skills are also gaining attention. These defenders can cover tight ends, support the run, and blitz effectively, making them ideal fits for modern defensive schemes. Team needs and draft position dynamics. Mock drafts are heavily influenced by projected team order, which in turn depends on season outcomes, injuries, and roster changes. Teams expected to pick early in the 2026 draft are largely those in rebuilding phases or searching for long-term answers at quarterback. Franchises with aging quarterbacks or inconsistent play under center are particularly likely to pursue Mendoza or other top QB prospects aggressively. Trade-up scenarios are already being discussed, with multiple teams expected to compete for premium draft positioning. Conversely, playoff-caliber teams drafting later in the round may prioritize best player available strategies, targeting elite talent that slips due to positional runs earlier in the draft. Trade scenarios and draft day drama. No mock draft is complete without speculation about trades. The allure of a franchise quarterback like Mendoza virtually guarantees movement at the top of the draft. Teams with surplus assets may attempt to leapfrog competitors, offering future first-round picks and established players to secure the #1 selection. Such moves often reshape the league's competitive landscape for years to come. Draft day trades also reflect philosophical differences among franchises. Some prefer patience and development, while others take aggressive swings for immediate transformation. Comparisons and expectations for Mendoza. As Mendoza's draft stock rises, comparisons to current and former NFL quarterbacks have become inevitable. Analysts see shades of multiple styles in his game, blending traditional pocket passing with modern mobility. However, expectations can be both a blessing and a burden. History shows that even the most highly touted prospects face steep learning curves at the professional level. Mendoza's ability to adapt, handle pressure, and grow will ultimately determine whether he fulfills his projected potential. NFL executives often caution against labeling any prospect as can't miss, but confidence in Mendoza's skill set remains strong across the league. The importance of the 2025 college season. While early projections are informative, the 2025 college football season will play a decisive role in shaping the final 2026 draft order. Performances against elite competition, postseason play, and individual development can dramatically alter draft stock. For Mendoza, maintaining consistency and avoiding injury will be key. Continued growth in reading complex defenses and refining mechanics could cement his status as the draft's top prospect. Other players in the class will also have opportunities to rise, creating a competitive and fluid draft board leading up to draft night. Conclusion: a draft class defined by promise. The 2026 NFL mock draft paints a picture of a league in transition, driven by innovation, athleticism, and strategic evolution. At the forefront of this future stands Fernando Mendoza, a quarterback whose talent and leadership have positioned him as the projected #1 overall pick. While much remains uncertain, one thing is clear: the road to the 2026 NFL Draft will be filled with storylines, surprises, and intense scrutiny. From rising stars to potential franchise-altering trades, the journey promises to captivate fans and analysts alike. As the NFL continues to evolve, so too does the importance of identifying and developing elite talent. If current projections hold true, Fernando Mendoza may soon find himself not just at the top of a mock draft, but at the center of a franchise's hopes for the future.